Hi, I'm Matalai and welcome to Guitardomness, your online resource for guitar and musician techniques. Today's session I'm going to be looking at taking that percussive strumming technique, the bluegrass chop I introduced in one of my previous videos, and introduce to you a drum kit sound, or beat strumming. The effect is this. So by contrast, if I were to play that without the beat drum, this is what we would have. So the reason why I developed this technique was because I love playing acoustic guitar in live sessions, and certainly there's lots of great guitarists out there. I'm going to have a bunch of links below this video who do amazing things just using their fingertips, and certainly one of my most popular YouTube videos has been the However, I found that during live sessions, especially when you don't have that luxury of being plugged in, especially with lots of musicians, you are struggling to be heard. And with large groups, when you have violins and banjos and saxophones, there's not really a chance of you cutting through if you're just doing a lot of finger picking or finger tapping. You need the volume through the pick, as opposed to... Even though I'm going to use the technique I have expressed and have shown within both the other videos, so please go and watch them, the two-hand tap, where I'm using the top part of the guitar body, and the bluegrass chop or percussive strum part 1. So let's break the technique down. Now, without any double tracking, I'm not using my foot to cheat or anything. This is purely your strumming hand technique exercise. So I'm going to do a simple 1, 2, 3, 4 beat. And I'm going to break down the movement, and the main movement is really to get that kick drum sound. So the simple one is the kick drum sound on its own, again using the top part of the body, and you're just literally dipping down in that kind of motion, landing on that part of your wrist. The trickier one is actually playing a note together with that movement. Now when you're slapping, it was quite easy to do because you're naturally moving down. However, when you're strumming, your motions are actually more up and down. So in order to do the downward stroke, you're actually going to flick. So instead of just doing a downward motion like that, you're going to flick across. So what you're actually doing in slow motion is, as you're coming down, you're raking across the strings and hitting the guitar body. And I've found the best way to get the best sound is to try and bounce that. So lastly, just to share with you one little tip, especially if you do get the chance to plug your guitar in, your acoustic guitar. Now, not all of them have the capability of picking up all the tones from the guitar body, in which case you might need to speak to the sound engineer, get them to understand where you're coming from, and also maybe even mic yourself up. A lot of country and bluegrass players actually use real mics rather than plugging them directly straight in. And that's pretty much it. So like I broke down with the other two-hand tap and the other percussive strum technique, it's all about figuring out where in your strumming pattern you can fit these tones in. So as I said, as an acoustic guitarist, you will get to love this. It's a very unusual technique and it's worth pursuing, because from that point onwards you'll have both finger picking to strumming, beat strumming. So one activity and exercise I think just to get you going is, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and now to groove in. which case I hope you enjoyed that. Please take the time to get used to the technique. It's well worth it. Have a great time, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.
Hey guys, Austin here from 62 Studios. This is an unboxing review on the Mossy Oak MO1 acoustic guitar. You can also get the MO1 CE, which is their electric acoustic version. This one I think I paid $160 for it on eBay from Online Guitar. They're out of Kentucky. Those guys are awesome. If you're going to get one, I highly recommend them. They had it shipped within probably, we'll say 15 minutes of me ordering it. It got here in 2 days. I'm up in Michigan, so really happy with those guys. Really happy with the quality of the guitar. It's got a high gloss Mossy Oak finish on the front. The backs are all, high gloss too. It sounds great, looks great. For any outdoorsman like myself, I think this is probably the best guitar for you. We'll play a little something. Not perfect. I'm by no means an expert guitar player, but I enjoy doing it, and this guitar is just going to help me out. The preacher man said it's the end of time. The Mississippi River, she's going dry. The interest is up, the stock market's down. You only get mugged if you go downtown. And I live back in the woods, you see. My woman and the kids and the dogs and me. I got a shotgun, a rifle, and a four-wheel drive. Country boy can survive. Country folks can survive. Alright, Mossy Oak MO1, 10 out of 10 stars from me. Again, if you're going to look into ordering one, Online Guitar on eBay out of Kentucky. Those guys are probably going to be the best you can find. Stay tuned for more videos from 62 Studios.